Hello guys, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel and welcome to weekly reading vlog 227. I thought I would come in and start the vlog because I think I have a pretty busy work day tomorrow. It is Sunday night, and if you watched last week's vlog you will know that I am suffering with a incredibly bad hangover right now. But I'm gonna go and lie in bed and do some reading, so I just thought I'd give you a quick intro to the vlog so I don't have to stress about doing it tomorrow. The first thing I'm doing is right now I'm reading Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. In an ideal world, I would have this done by the end of the day. I don't think that's going to happen, so I thought I'd just leave it into next week's vlog and see how far I can get tonight. But this is a very easy cowboy romance. Literally, we've got like a ranch hand, a female horse jumper. I don't really know what she's doing. It's her older brother's best friend. All the good tropes that I love. So yeah, gonna get in bed and read some more of this. But we'll probably be finishing it on Monday. The other books that I have on the go are The Wrong Bride by Katharina Mora. This I'm reading for a tandem buddy read and we are actually annotating, so it's taking me a second to get through it, but I am really enjoying it. So I'm reading about 50 pages of this a day. They have worked in a little day to catch up, like a little break, which I appreciate. This is going to be going throughout the whole of next week. I think it's due to finish on Sunday actually, so I should finish that this week. Another buddy read I have going is Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This is the Patreon buddy read for this month. I have heard it is incredibly dark, incredibly disturbing, so clearly I am excited to read it. So that means every day I've got about 100 pages between these two books. So if I want to stay on track with all my reading and be able to do another roll round the Forensic February board, I also need to be reading Crescent City. I don't really know how I feel about squeezing this in this week. I know that this is going to need a little bit of my concentration and patience, so I think I might leave it to the weekend. I am supposed to be going to a silent disco with work on Friday, but we've not made any more plans for that, so we'll see about that. But yeah, this needs to be read on Saturday and Sunday, so a lot of reading for the week. We will see what I get up to, but this would be an ideal world. Good morning from my kitchen with my washing. Sorry about that. I completely forgot that I had ordered an odd box, but I signed up with my work email to get like the new person discount, and I logged into my work emails and it was like, your odd box has been delivered. I was like, forgot I'd done that. So I've not actually had the best experience with odd box before. I had some actual I had an actual argument with the customer service rep, but I just kind of like the idea that we can get fruit and veg, that it's all like wonky fruit that just shops won't have, and it saves money on actually buying it, and you can just get some different stuff that you don't normally get. The only thing I have realized since I last got odd box is I am allergic to kiwis, so I said I don't want them. Oh, there is a funky smell coming from this. I don't remember what I've done. I feel like it tells you, it tells me what I've got in here. I think I did the fruit and veg. I'm already regretting it because I see some things I don't know what to do with. Anyway, we have grapes. They are black grapes. I don't really like black grapes, but that's okay. Grapes. Some leafy greens of some sort. Cavallo Nero. Oh, and it tells you why they're here. So there were too many of this for the shop. To be honest, if I don't know what to do with the veg, I cut it up, fry it, add garlic, and it tastes great. So, green beans, again, there were apparently too many. So that's what I have to store in the fridge. Then I have a little sack of tomatoes. Nothing wrong with them, just, oh no, it says too odd. All the way from Morocco, and apparently they're too odd. Then I've got some potatoes, some pears, and some onions. Pears, too odd, too small. I do agree, these are slightly too odd and too small, but I have a lot of them now. We have some onions that were also too many and too small, and like 3 potatoes. Too odd, too many, and too small. The only thing that does like slightly give me the ick is that there's just potatoes in with onions, in with pears. Like, I know they don't need to use plastic that they don't need, you know, but like, I'm like, ooh, my pear has touched a potato. This has given me a recipe for risotto. The fact they think I have that skill is absolutely hilarious to me. But I feel like this box is just gonna have to live on the floor until I need the things from it. I'll do something like veggie, I'll use the onions tonight, some of the greens, but I am just completely winging this. I kind of did it for the fruit, and the fruit I've got is grapes and pears. So not massively, I know you just get whatever's like left. It's not their fault that no one else wants. Oh, I guess tomatoes are technically fruit. But yeah, not massively impressed, but I'll use it. Hello, I have reassessed my reading for the week. I don't know when I last updated you. It is now Tuesday evening. I am incredibly tired. I feel like that's a common theme right now, but I just have so much going on that, like, work at the minute, I'm enjoying it, but it isn't ending at 5 p.m. Like, we're chasing up things. It's just kind of trailing into the evening. And even though I'm not doing things in the evening, I still feel like I'm online. So it's just kind of dragging on a little bit. But I am gonna get in bed now. It is like 8:30. I don't have my watch on. It's 8:30, and oh, also I saw someone at work today that I haven't seen in person yet this year, so I was like, oh my god, look at my ring, because I had to go to the office. So I got to have a oh my god, look at my ring moment, which it's been a while, and I'm not done with those yet. I'm having a good time with them. Anyway, I'm gonna get in bed and hopefully get most of the way through The Wrong Bride by Katharina Mora. This is for the tandem read along, but I'm having so much fun with it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm currently where we should be on day 4, at the end of day 4, and then we have a break on day 5 and then carry on. I'm just gonna keep going. Don't tell tandem, but I'm just gonna keep going because I really want to finish this. I'm having an amazing time with it. I thought this was going to be like a little throwaway romance, but I actually think it's going to be a 5-star, and I feel like I'm going to be keeping this on my shelf, so we'll see. I also realised I worked out my buddy read wrong with Patreon. That is next week, so I don't need to read Still Beating this week. I do need to read House of Earth and Blood though, so I'm going to start this tomorrow on Patreon reading sprints and hopefully get most of the way through it. However, I also now have plans on Friday. I think I've told you I'm going to a silent disco with work, but we've booked hotels and everything, so like it's gonna be a late one. I might take this with me. I'm gonna be in Hereford, so I might hang out in Hereford the day after and just like chill and read my book in like a nice cafe or something. But yeah, this is gonna be the plan for the rest of the week. I'm not gonna plan more than that because it's chunky. I don't know if I told you that I finished Done and Dusted. I finished it on Sunday night, I think. Yeah, it was Sunday night. So I think I have come in and told you about this. If not, Editing Chloe will be apologising on the screen right now, but 5 stars. Was it the best thing I've ever read? No. Did I have a fantastic time with it? Yes. So that is that one. So this one is read. This one I'm about 60% of the way through, and this is my plan for after. So I'm gonna let myself get in bed now, get a cup of tea, and just dive into this because I am loving it. Hello. I am currently hosting Patreon reading sprints. It is Wednesday night, and halfway through sprint number 2, I finished my current read, which was The Wrong Bride by Katharina Mora. I have had a fantastic time reading this. I've settled on 4 stars. I have reasons. I always have reasons for ratings, but you know, I have reasons. Up until about halfway through, this was set on being a 5-star read. There is a lot in this which is really hitting home for me right now. We're following a woman who has a sister called Hannah. I do have a sister called Hannah. She's not quite like the Hannah in this book. I think I've explained a bit of the premise before, but the main thing that really struck home for me is essentially that the behaviour of the mom up to the wedding and then after the wedding has happened is awful, and there's a lot of comments about how their relationship could improve if she would have respected her relationship with her daughter and the marriage that she's now committed to. So it really struck home for me in a number of ways, and it meant that I was sobbing in the bath over this book, which is quite a move. I do still have several days left on the tandem read. I wasn't supposed to finish this for like another week, but I genuinely couldn't stop. So I finished that. It's all tabbed. The reason it got a 4, not a 5, is it was very repetitive at times. It just kept happening over and over again, and you knew what was going to happen, but it was just like chipping away the same arguments, the same thoughts, that was just a little bit grating. I've now had a comment on my stream. I'm so convinced that they can hear me. Anyway, so yeah, it was quite repetitive. The smut went from 0 to 100. It was like, these people have never even held hands, but now, oh my god, what are we doing? And it just went like really filthy very quickly. I would have liked maybe a build up to the filth, not just full-blown name calling. I can't even explain it without like on YouTube publicly, but yeah, it went a little bit extreme a little bit quickly. I will happily carry on reading this series. I think this So these books were originally self-published in 2022, or this one was 2022, and then it has been traditionally published by Bloom Books this month. Book 2 comes out in April, I believe, so I'm thinking of getting my hands on it and carrying on with this series at some point, because yeah, I did have a really good time with it. 4 stars for me is a very good rating because 3 is absolutely fine. So 4 stars is a book I enjoyed. So I definitely enjoyed this. I just feel like it could have been improved. And now guys, it is time for me to read House of Earth and Blood. I am terrified of starting this. Part of me doesn't want to because I want to love another Sarah J Maas series, but I'm so scared I won't like this. I don't even know what it's about. I don't think I've ever read the blurb. I just know it's Sarah J Maas. So it's time. The dust jacket is coming off, and this is my commitment for the next 4 days. I'm going to try and do it in. Bit ambitious, let's say 5. But yeah, how many pages is this? It's Bible paper. It's absolute Bible paper. 798 pages. We can do it, guys. Hey guys, it is now Thursday afternoon. I've got a lot of stuff still to do today, but I think this evening is going to be fully like deep clean again. I say again, it's not like it's got horrifically messy, but full on deep clean of the apartment. And I'm going to try and read some of Crescent City because I have only read 14 pages. Because I don't know if I said this last night or not, I really wanted to tab, but I want all of my, oh my god, my back is still dreadful. All of my books are hidden back here, but I want all of the tabs to kind of match the cover clearly. And I didn't have any, I had a lot of tabs, but I didn't have any tabs that matched like red. I think I used them all when I tabbed Twilight. So I went out and bought a whole new pack from Amazon. Some of these are exactly the same as the ones I've got, but do you know how hard it is to find like shades of red in tabs? So these ones I know I have. I've literally just tabbed a Fate Inks and Blood with them. Okay, so we have blue. These are nice, like kind of the same, but then an orange and a red. These ones I really like. It's actually the red on here I kind of wanted, so I might use those. The same looking blue. I'm sure it's the same tabs, just on a different, oh, they're very, very similar. Lots of blue, but I don't have many blue books to tab. Some very pale colours, I like those. Same, just a bit brighter, but same bluey green tones. Again, bluey green tones. Do you know how hard it is to find red? Bright tabs. That orange is very, very bright. Pastel. These, I'm sure there was supposed to be more red than this because it's the whole reason I bought them. Whether I'm just gonna have to use these, but they're pinks. I think I'm gonna have to make my own slab of tabs, but I am gonna look back at the listing because I'm sure there was more red, or whether I just looked at this color and was like, I guess that's red. But yeah, I wanted red tabs. Why is red tabs so hard? Either way, I have a whole new bag of tabs. And another thing here, I don't know if I've told you already about my advent calendar from Claire. So Claire has decided that she wants to make me an advent calendar this year. I'm going to have 12 days of Christmas, and she's sending me things each month to put aside. So this is February's. I think it's wrapped inside here, but I'm going to quickly peek through the camera so that I can't. There we go. Yeah, it is wrapped. So this needs to be put aside. I'll get rid of the note and everything, so I'm sure there's a note on here that will tell me. A bag ready for the box. I really enjoyed this and I hope you will too. No peeping, Merry Christmas from Claire. So this needs to go in my dedicated Claire's advent calendar box, which is very exciting. The fact I'm doing this is crazy. She is absolutely amazing. I can't believe somebody is doing this for me. So that needs to be put away. But yeah, for now, nothing crazy going on. Just got to get through the end of the workday and then I'll read a little bit of Crescent City. Right, so I'm in a little bit different now. I'm on my phone. I always forget how to film as soon as I get back to my phone. I've just pulled up in Hereford, which is where my boss lives, on the outskirts of Hereford. And she's planned a night out for us. So I'm just about to go check into my hotel and get ready to go out. But yeah, it's freezing and I have a skirt. So I'm going to regret this massively.
just working out whether I'm going to...
Hello, I'm home now. Unfortunately, I didn't have my very exciting day mooching around Hereford. I did mooch for several hours, but it wasn't very aesthetic because it was me just trying not to throw up. I indulged a little bit too much last night, but it's okay. We're home now. We're home safe. I still have my, I don't even know what you'd call this. I lost the end though, so I can just see the whole thing of lights. But yeah, this was getting a lot of action last night. It's great, it's great. I love, we were VIPs. I didn't even know that till we got there. We were VIPs. It was mad. That's my washing. I did do a little bit of shopping just to keep me kind of occupied. The one thing I love after having a drink, I like a glass of milk, at least one glass of milk. And do you know how hard it is to, well, one, just get milk in a hotel? It's a bit awkward. So I was like, it's okay, there's a Waitrose in the car park, I'll just go and get a pint of milk. Drinking a pint of milk in public feels like you've murdered a child. Like, it's that level of psychopathic behavior. It's just not okay. But I've been like sneaking sips of it. In my little bit of shopping, I've been looking for a while for a USB cup warmer. This one, it wasn't too, like, it's not too amazing quality, I don't think. It was £8, which they're so expensive. So for £8, I was like, screw it, sounds like a great idea, because maybe I will actually not have cold cups of tea anymore while I work. That would be amazing. I think it was just called, literally just called Asian Supermarket. Yeah, it was. A 5-pack of habanero lime buldak, because I haven't seen these in ages. Oh, here we go. Here's my last couple sips of how psychopathic you look drinking this in public, genuinely. I also bought this mug. So I decided I could only buy a mug if I throw a mug out, and I know which ones go in. This is a pickle mug, or gherkins, depending on where we're going to be from. But yeah, an entire mug in appreciation for pickles. So grab that. The hangover cure, but I had one sip and it wasn't sitting right with me. So let's see if it tastes any better now. Yeah, better, but not great. And then last but by no means least, more expensive than I would normally pay in a charity shop, but I found these New Look black, like, wide leg trousers for £4. And I thought, if these fit me, these could be solid office trousers. They're quite thick, they're very wide. So yeah, I'm gonna try these on. I think with the rise of like Vinted, the prices that we pay for things is really distorted now. So I was like, £4 for trousers, that's crazy. But these would have been like 20 quid in the shop. So £4 in a charity shop is good, because on Vinted, somebody would have put them down to £1 just to get rid of them. It makes you not want to spend money anymore. So yeah, those will be tried on at some point. But I just need to chill. I have not done any reading now in like a long time. The book I am currently reading is The Quiet Tenant. I don't know if I've talked to you about that, but it's not even for one of my roles. So I'm gonna have to make it one of my roles eventually. But yeah, that's what I'm enjoying right now. I have Chase Me in my bag. That could be what I now read for the rest of the day, but I just can't see myself settling because I just don't feel great. So yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I'm trying not to fail at my own readathon. Hey guys, so I have a couple updates for you, but we are actually at the end of the vlog. And this weekend has been a little bit crazy because of going out Friday night, basically suffering all day yesterday. And then my cousin and my sister came round, which was really nice. And then today I have just been doing a bit of reading. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I did have to go up to the hospital for an appointment, and it's nothing serious, but I don't want to say I have health anxiety because I feel like I'm belittling people who actually have it, but I do panic a hell of a lot when there's nothing actually wrong with me. Getting an appointment for something makes things feel real, and yeah, I just was a little bit all over the place today. So I did actually finish a book this morning and one this evening. So the one I finished this morning was The Quiet Tenant, and I really did like it. However, as I got to the end, I liked it a little bit less, so I've given it 3.5 stars. We're following a woman who is abducted, and she is held in the shed of this man's home. She doesn't really know anything about him or his life, and she's kind of hiding her past from him. She's just trying to seem like not a real person because she's been there for such a long time. This man then reveals that he is having to move, so he basically tries to take her away to deal with the issue of having her, and she convinces him to hold her as someone in his house. Just, oh yeah, she just lives there, like no one knows who she is really, so she's the quiet tenant. And I really liked it. I was on edge most of the time. I was like really worried about her and how she was going to get through situations and just like panicky. However, it tailed off like towards the end I was like, come on, we need to keep that excitement here. I feel like we didn't actually learn about everything this man had done. We didn't learn about the consequences. We didn't learn about her. So I just wanted it to be a bit more fleshed out at the end, and it could have been a 5-star read, it really could, but it just wasn't perfect by the end. So then anyway, when I got back, I did reading sprints, and I almost finished, and then finished after Chase Me by Tessa Bailey. This is book 1 in the Broke and Beautiful series, and it was my pick for Time is Running Out because it's a very short book. It's about 250 pages. And I've given this 4 stars. I quite liked it. There's no airs or graces about this book. Like, it's definitely just a little smutty little time. Not like overpoweringly filthy smut, but it is a romance book through and through. There's not much more to the story apart from that, but I did start to care about the characters and I was invested in their relationship. So we're following Roxy, who is working as a singing, what do they call them, telegram? Yeah, so she's performing singing telegrams, and she stumbles on the doorway of, what's his name? Lewis. I forget names instantly. Literally finished this like an hour ago. She stumbles on Lewis's doorway, working as the doing the singing telegrams, and he is just besotted with her instantly. This is definitely a lust at first sight book, so if you don't like that, then yeah, clearly wouldn't recommend this. But in the end, I gave it 4 stars. I quite enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. And yeah, it was a perfect addition to the week where I've not really felt like reading most of the week. So this definitely like got me through that for another day, finish another book. So at this point I have soft DNF'd House of Earth and Blood. Clearly I will come back to it, but I'm just really not feeling it right now. So I might pick another 5-star prediction off my shelves. I'm tempted to do that with you here. I don't know, because I'm really not sure what I'm going to pick. And something that literally just caught the corner of my eye, because it's right next to where I've put you, is Be With Me by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So I think I might just pop this on my TBR cart, because I feel like this is going to be good. Anyway, so I have 4 books actually left apart from this 5-star prediction. So we have Weapon on the cover for Shadows Between Us. We have Photographic cover, which I'm using Still Beating. We have Second Body Found, like a sequel, which I'm using Barbarian's Mate. And then Alibi, which is legal word for The Only Suspect. So I don't have any plans on the 3 of these, but Still Beating is the Patreon buddy read, and I'll be starting this tomorrow. I'm kind of feeling like throwing this in as the 5-star prediction. Like, what else am I saving it for? I think I'm going to read these 2 next week. I've got a bit of a busy week. Everything's kind of happening, so this feels like a good match. Anyway, I've somehow lost Chase Me. I've already put it away. And I don't have an emoji of the video. I'm really not feeling any emojis right now. So I guess from the cover of Chase Me, you could leave me a red emoji. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm thinking right now. Normally I have a bit more inspiration, but I've not got a lot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am going to stop myself from waffling on because I have edited about 5 hours worth of footage tonight. Kind of a joke, kind of not a joke. I did my entire own TBR and my birthday week weeding vlog, which had an hour of raw footage. So yeah, I've done a lot of editing tonight. I'm going to stop yapping because I can see my counter going up, which means a lot of editing next week. For now, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really do hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.